welcome to Dave Culinary. I'm Punita Dave and today we are going to make Tam Tam in our kitchen. Tam Tam is a very popular dish from where I come from. It is a type of dhokla and there are primarily three types of dhokla. One is made with chickpeas and rice, another one is made with chickpeas, and the third one is made with besan. So we are going to make the one with chickpeas today. It is called Tam Tam, as I mentioned. The one with besan is called khamar and the one with rice and chickpeas is called simple dhoklas. So let's get started. So let's look at the ingredients first. We'll take 2 cups of split chickpea or chana dal, 11 to 12 cups of water which we'll use for soaking, batter mixing and steaming. We'll take 4 tablespoons of sour yogurt, 1 teaspoon of lime juice. Now if your yogurt is not sour, you can take 2 teaspoons of lime juice, a quarter teaspoon of active dry yeast, 2 teaspoons of salt, 1 tablespoon of ginger paste, 1 teaspoon of chili paste, 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder, 2 to 2.5 teaspoon of Eno fruit salt, and if you don't have that, 1 to 1.25 teaspoon of baking soda, 8 to 10 tablespoons of cooking oil, 2 teaspoons of mustard seeds, half teaspoon of cumin seeds, 8 to 10 curry leaves, a pinch of asafoetida, a tablespoon of Kashmiri red chili powder, a teaspoon of garam masala, 4 tablespoons of finely chopped cilantro, and 4 tablespoons of grated coconut. We'll first take 2 cups of chana dal in a bowl and rinse it 2 or 3 times. We'll then add 4 cups of room temperature water to the bowl and soak it for 5 to 6 hours. If you're short on time, soak it in lukewarm water for about 4 hours. After soaking, your dal would have absorbed all the water and almost doubled in size. Drain all the water and get the dal ready for the next step. So we are now going to prep the batter for fermentation. Add the dal to the blender and add a few ice cubes so that the dal does not lose its thick texture. Then add 4 to 5 tablespoons of sour yogurt and 1 teaspoon of lime juice. Add water as necessary. I added about half a cup of water to create a thick, coarse batter. Do not overblend or over smoother the batter. Now, if the weather is freezing cold like what I have today, the sour yogurt and lime juice is not enough. So you'll need to add a quarter teaspoon of dry active yeast to amp up the fermentation, and you'll also need to place the batter in your oven with the lights on. Do not turn on the oven, just the lights. Now if the weather is warm enough, you can skip the yeast and the oven and simply place the batter aside for 4 to 5 hours for fermenting. So once the batter is fermented, we are going to prep it for steaming, so we'll add salt and ginger paste to it. We can also add turmeric at this point, or we can add it later just before steaming. We'll add water as needed to get this to the right consistency. I've added about 3/4 cups of water in batches of a quarter cup. Once the batter has the right consistency, we'll split it in half as we're going to make Tam Tam 2 different ways, non-chili and with chili. To one half, we will add the chili paste and mix it well. Let's then put about 5 to 6 cups of water in a big container for steaming and grease 4 steaming plates with oil. The layer of oil will help the batter cook fast as well as avoid sticking to the dish. If you do not have a container like mine, you can use any container that you usually use for steaming. Bring the water to a boil and then let's take half of the non-chili batter and add about a quarter teaspoon of turmeric powder and half a teaspoon of Eno fruit salt and mix it well. And we are going to add that to this greased plate. Now do not tap the plate, otherwise the air bubbles would escape. Place it gently in the steamer and steam for about 13 to 15 minutes. We'll do the same for the second half of the batter as well. And similarly, we'll steam the with chili batter in 2 batches. We'll cut through the steamed Tam Tam to make small pieces and make sure to let it cool for about 3 to 4 minutes before you cut through. Otherwise, it will end up sticking to your knife and you won't get perfect pieces. So first of all, we'll do tadka for the non-chili Tam Tam. We'll heat the pan and add 4 tablespoons of oil to it. Once the oil is steaming hot, we'll lower the flame and immediately add 1 teaspoon of mustard seeds and let it sputter, followed by a quarter teaspoon of cumin seeds and 4 to 5 curry leaves. We'll also add about half a teaspoon of garam masala. You do not want the masala to burn and become black, that is why you lower the flame. Give it a quick stir and add all your non-chili Tam Tam to the pan and mix it well. Make sure to take a flat mixer, spatula or scraper. Do not use a spoon or a ladle because your Tam Tam is very soft and tender and any extra pressure will break it. Our non-chili Tam Tam is now ready to eat. Let's garnish it with 2 tablespoons of cilantro and 2 tablespoons of coconut. Next we'll do tadka for the with chili Tam Tam. For this we'll follow the exact same steps as non-chili Tam Tam, except that after we add garam masala, we'll add a pinch of asafoetida and a tablespoon of Kashmiri chili powder. Now this powder is less spicy but adds more color. If you are using a regular chili powder, cut it down to half a tablespoon. You will miss the color but get the necessary flavor. Make sure the flame is low so that the chili retains its color. Toss it, mix it together and serve it the same way as non-chili Tam Tam. So these are our 2 types of Tam Tam. You can serve them with green chutney, red chutney, tamarind chutney or dates chutney or ketchup. Check out our recipes on these chutneys in our chutneys and sauces playlist. Okay, so that was our Tam Tam recipe, 2 ways. I hope you like it and I hope you make it, and if you do, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. See you in my next video.